Yo, what is up? What is good? What is understood? Welcome back to Straight Savage Podcast 1030, man. I have been out of the box for the past 2 weeks, man, because just started this contract, man, and this really has taken a toll on me. As I was watching the intro, man, somebody from this damn contract is fucking calling me at 10:30 at night. Why? I don't fucking know, but I don't know. This shit has taken over me, man. But I'm glad to see you guys, man. Be honest with you, I had just got up from a nap maybe about 30 minutes ago, man. And I wasn't going last week, man, but I was dog fucking tired. I probably look dog fucking tired right now. But I wanted to come on, man, and get with you guys, man. And maybe we won't do the whole 2 hours tonight, but we definitely have some things to talk about, man. So appreciate you guys coming out, checking your boy out. I got a big bad toy store pile of loot we're gonna take a look at, and then we're gonna talk about the GIJOE renders, and we'll also talk about the Marvel Legends pieces of that, because most of that just ain't even worth talking about. I'm not saying there was anything horrible, but it's definitely not anything worth to talk about, except, of course, 2 hours interested in, maybe 3. And the Mythic Legions Dragon. I need to see what website to pull that up on. So when we get to that, maybe somebody can tell me where to find that, and I'll put it on the present, and we'll talk about that, man. But let's see who is in the chat. Evil Dookie just did a 22-hour drive round trip. I will catch the replay. Evil, I appreciate that, man. 22 hours sounds grueling, to be quite honest with you. Skydro Walker, LFG, that's what's up. Legend Series, what's going on, fam? What's up with you, Tony? Hustle, welcome back. Infinity Toys, what up, fam? Herb, what's going on with you, family? Jamie Lynn, what up, fam? Nerd Alert says, yo, Savage, what's up? Just landing in. Appreciate you, fam. Steve-O, what's good with you, Steve-O? I seen you was at Toy Atlanta, man. You took pictures with what's my man name? Robo, and then Aaron was there. I see you guys took pictures, man. You met a lot of people. I might have to hit that Toy Atlanta one day. What up with you, TF Hustler? White Vegeta, White Mike, what's good with you, baby? White Mike, I believe you hit Toy Atlanta too, huh? Cobranomic says you going to IshCon, man. Nah, man, only thing I'm going to is Lowe's Con right now. This motherfucking contract wearing me the fuck out. That's the only cons I'm going to right now, man. I just ain't got no time, but I'm on the grind right now. Jason Geis, what's going on with you, fam? Pop it in for a sec, catch the replay later. Hey, no doubt, Jason, man. I appreciate you, family. John Kane, what's good with you? Yeah, man, I'm back in the building, man. Shit, had to take a little TT break. Been on the grind. Chris Gotham, what's going on with you? Oh, White Vegeta said he met Steve-O himself too. Yeah, cool brother, man. Be honest with you, I met both of y'all in person last year at Joe Fest, man, and it was quite a treat, man. And looking forward to it again. All right, man. So looks like everybody that's in for right now. Like I said, we're gonna talk about just a few things. The digital renders, which kind of came from out of nowhere. I've been having some weird shit go on where I could not send myself an email, man. It kept blocking out my pictures, man. God, where's Swift Shot at when you need him? Now I can't send myself no damn pictures. Oh, Hustle said shipwreck on the tee. Yep. Yeah, I just pulled it out, man. I was like, I ain't wore this one in a minute, man. Like I said, that 80stees.com. Last time I did the live, I showed you guys the website, man. And this is where I got that from. And man, some sad news, but also some good news. Just like how he said to me, my man Swift Shot. He works in the hotel, the concierge business. And he switched over to where he's doing overnight, man. He was working daytime, so he's actually working kind of like when the podcast start, man. So Swift might be missing in action for a little while, but we'll still catch up with Swift. I'll make an exception just to do some episodes where it's kind of his time frame, man, and see what's up with him. But that's where my man Swifty is. But I was having a problem with sending myself some emails, and I don't know why my phone was acting stupid like that, man. So what we'll have to do tonight, we'll have to do the old layover, man, which sucks. But at least we can see some images that we're going to be talking about here. So what have you guys seen new that's been interesting you? While I pull up my first little G.I. Joe render that I'm going to talk about. And who do I want to talk about first? Okay, let's talk about and it sucks, man. I don't have my email, so I can't superimpose anything, but we'll just pull it up like this. What do you guys think about Major Bludd, the new one that's coming out? And it's not a retro card. Chris Grom says Lowe's, laughing out. Yeah, Lowe's, like delivering appliances, man. It's the money's decent. It's pretty good on it, actually, man. But it's a lot of shit that goes on with it, family. Bobby Wall says, Savage, you have some of the coolest shirts. Appreciate that, Bobby, man. I'm finally saying your name while I don't include the R in the last name, yo. Like, thank God. But let me talk a little bit about Major Bludd, and then I'll go through some of you guys' comments. This is not a retro card, and I'm going to pick it up. Like I said, they could not go wrong with this Major Bludd. It's kind of hard to kind of go back to the original Major Bludd, even if they did like a cartoon head. They could have did a cartoon head sculpt. I'll give them that, but like I said, this is not a retro. This is more like a reissue, a hash out. It's not totally the same. I believe they said the web gear, accessories, head, hands, and feet are the same, but it's on a different buck. Somebody pointed it out. I think the original was on the Cobra Trooper body because it has ribbed shoulders, has like these piping going through the shoulders right here, and this one is a little bit more smoother. I think they said he might have Outback legs. If he has Outback anything, as far as that buck, that is one of the best bucks in classified, period. So anything thrown on that buck or has pieces from it, you're definitely winning. And maybe, who knows, maybe he has the Cobra officer arms and chest this time. But once again, great figure. Simply because of the face sculpt, which they're carrying over from the Cobra Island one. To me personally, I think this is a good thing, because a lot of people couldn't get their hands on Cobra Island. Me personally, I never brought a Major Bludd Cobra Island in the store. I wasn't that savvy enough on my hunting, and he just. But I did buy him when Target did like a rehash, like online. Like it was like a summer geek out sale where they brought out the everybody that all the figures that people miss, like Firefly from the Cobra Island, the Trooper, him, and you could get them online, but it was just like a couple of days and they were gone again. I've never actually hunted him in the store, and then when I did buy like kind of like multiples of him, because I think I got 3 of those Cobra Island Major Bloods on card. It was on eBay for like $30. And it was around the time he was out. I just couldn't find him, so I broke down, went to eBay, and I think these figures was going for $22 now, and just paid $30 for them, and got me a couple that way, man. But this is a great rehash. I'm definitely gonna get a couple of them. This is cool. So now I can really take a Major Bludd and do what I want with him. Say if I wanted to Rit dye him, paint him, take his head off, put it on another body, make me another Major Bludd and kit bash Major Bloods myself. That will be a cool thing to do. So yeah, more power to it, man. I actually like this. Let me see what some of you guys got to say. Okay, so we'll go with Herb. He says he's fire. Yeah, pretty much same old figure, man. One of the best in classified. And Hustle says I finally can get a Major Bludd without paying scalpers markup, which I told you I just did that. Nothing crazy. I've never paid outrageous for Major Bludd. I've always paid a decent price for them, even when I did pay on eBay. But you know, I paid the $8 markup, and then plus I had to pay for shipping. So you know, I understand that to a certain degree. Thimbleknock says didn't get the Cobra Island Major Bludd. Looks good to me. Yeah, and like I said, his buck is changed up a little bit. Nothing too crazy. But the web gear, the overlays, and of course the head scope, which is one of the best, or not the best, classified head scope, is still coming with this one. Yeah, I know Bobby Wall, man. That's just something that I constantly stay about. He says, "Don't sweat it." I grew up with everybody calling me Bobby's World. I'm pretty sure, man. But I didn't want to do that, man. I'm glad I can finally say it now without saying that. Jamie Lynn says Bludd is cool. It gives people who missed a chance to get him. I just think they should have retooled the backpack. Did they? I thought the backpack. That's another interesting. I thought it was retooled. Where it was, it 3 missiles that held on the back, or now it's just 2. I'm not too sure. I put Major Bludd's backpack up a long time ago. I still have it, but I even forgot how that thing. Because a lot of people said the missiles fell off, and they probably did. But it's been years since I've used that backpack. It got put in a bag somewhere, and you know that'll probably take an eternity for me to find. Nerd Alert says Bludd is one of the best. The new face looks the same. His outfit looks like 788. I like the red undertones myself, to be quite honest with you. I just like that little highlight. Like I said, I like that they made that different. I was trying to look, but it looks like it has that red undertone on the gloves as well. So just little hints of red, and it does look like he can go with 788. Like I said, it's a great thing for me because now I can use him at my expense. Nerd Alert says his weapons are great too. Chris Groham says Major is a disappointment if you already got Cobra Island. I can understand where you're coming from on that too, Chris, because for the people, and I wouldn't say a few, but it's kind of like half and half. Half don't have him, half do, and I would say a little less than half of classified collectors have Major Bludd, and you know to not, and I would put it at a lesser percentage if you say people have Major Bludd and got him at a decent price. So I understand what you're saying because you want to see something different. Maybe like a total color change, like a lot of people said a crimson outfit that he has on. You know, so I totally understand you on that, man. But I still almost kind of think this is the way to go because it's a reissue. I guess the only thing about it is they should have did it a long time ago if they was going to reissue. It's been quite some years. Major Bludd came out, what, 2020, 21? So we're looking at 4 or 5 years later and shit down there. And you know what I'm saying? You issuing out a figure that was hard to get. But he's here. I think there will be some more Major Bloods, but who knows? We'll see. I heard he was, you know, kind of I wouldn't necessarily say a rare figure to have when you were a kid in the 80s, but he didn't pop out a lot. And that's kind of the situation with this. We haven't seen 4 or 5 different Major Bloods. You know, we've seen different Destros. different Cobra Commanders, and I would say about 4 or 5 different of them. But no major, just that one, and then this one right here, man. Chris Gohan, oh, the nerd says, I love the Cobra Island. My friend found him for me with a Viper. It was hard in that pandemic time. It was, because they didn't make a lot. This is an interesting question, Bobby, that you just asked here. I've been seeing somebody, just several people putting it up on Facebook. I think even Mad Hatter put it up on Facebook. I don't have it on Instagram. And Bobby says, is anyone having issues with Walmart canceling their crystal ball, just like the Range Viper situation? And then that's what it reminded me of. So I've been seeing a lot of that. Crystal ball being canceled. And I wish I would have put the pre-order in for him, but who knows, man? Maybe I'll snipe him down. Like I said, in these in the years of classified, when I was a rookie and when it just started, and just kind of like still like a rookie and sniping and collecting. I was just buying up everything like a fucking monster. That stuff was happening, man. But I do remember that Range Viper situation. I think that was happening with Snake Eyes, where Walmart was kind of doing that stupid stuff. Like it was almost, like how Target does, man. Oathkeeper says, love from Morgantown Road GameStop. I wonder if he means Morganton Road. Even though I don't mess with that GameStop. Oh, you know what? That you right. My man, I think I ran into you about a year ago. Over a year ago. Yep. If you from the Morganton Road GameStop, telling you about the channel, man. Yo, shout out to you, family. Shout out to you. I haven't been in that GameStop in a minute. I need to go slide through there, because GameStop is actually, I'm glad that he put through that up there. GameStop is actually for me the place to get if I want to pick a Joe off the peg of the latest, greatest wave. GameStop will definitely have them. And it's been like that for the past 2 years, going on 2 years. Trelio says, I'll likely buy 2 of him. I jumped back into the line late and brought Cobra Island Bludd twice for $50-$60. That was his going rate. That was his going rate. That was on the cheap end, the 50-60. But he stayed at that price for years. Filmanox says, I knew the pack was supposed to hold the Rockets. I believe that's what you was about to say. And Nerd Alert says, I think it's 3. I gotta check. Yeah. I haven't messed with that backpack in a long time for Major Bludd, so I think the original did hold 3. I'm not, like I said, I don't know. Ken Matinee says, I'm getting all 3 of them. I'm gonna move on to the next GI Joe figure. Says Bludd. Hustler says Bludd will go good with the Hiss tank. Which if y'all see me, I pair Bludd up with the Hiss tank all the time anyway. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so now he definitely will look good with the Hiss tank with the slight red little red hints in him. I'm trying to figure out, I'm sorry, fellas, why this dude calling me at 10:30 at night from RXO. Let me just send this dude a text back. Like, what type of shit is that now? Like, look, I ain't no motherfucking slave to you now, goddammit. Texting me at 10:30 at night. I just the contractor in me just want to just send him a text back. Is everything okay? But these motherfuckers here now, look, I'm not on your goddamn plantation, motherfucker. Even though I'm running like a slave now. But anyway, man, Trilio says, I like that he's pinless. Gives me hope for a cleaner Destro and Baroness. Yes, that is. And the old one, I probably, and that's another thing too with this Major Bludd. The old one, I'll probably I'll probably retire him, just have him as a shelf figure. Not because he's bad, because that's the original on some like collector type shit. That's something you'll put to the side, and you can take this new one and you can move them around, however you want to move them around. Oh, I'm sorry, fellas. I'm just looking at this thing. This dude says was going to see if they gave you anything for tomorrow. Need a standby. Can do $500 for standby tomorrow since it's so late. Oh man, nah, bro. I need my time off. I'm sorry, fellas. Let me send this guy a text message back to hell no, I'm coming in there. I wish I could. I'm sorry, fellas. Life of a entrepreneur. I wish I could already have something going on. Yeah, I need to help my dad move tomorrow, man. Which that's been another thing too. My dad being in the hospital sick. So family come first. Fuck that money. I wish I could. I already have something going on tomorrow personally. Hell no. Plus, me and my man, we need a damn break. Let me pull this damn picture down. Let me pull this motherfucking picture down and just talk to y'all about that for a little bit. All right, and we'll go to the next picture after that, man. But yeah, man. So with this low shit, man, like this shit been crazy as hell, man. It's been an up and down month, and I said at the beginning of the month, like I know I'll be busy training guys up, but I'm not training shit. I'm getting fucking trained. You know what I'm saying? Trying to learn how to fuck with this shit. But I hired some guys to help me with this contract. And what it is it's called Last Mile. And if a lot of people in the boxing truck industry fuck with it, and a lot of people don't, because it's just not something you could jump in. It's easy. It's the easiest, hardest shit you could ever do. All right. So it's nothing for a guy, to hook up a 4 amp, 3 amp, cord on a dryer, stove or whatnot. But imagine doing like 15 of them in a day, and you got 7 fucking refrigerators to deliver in those 15 fucking work orders or whatnot, man. And I was just like everybody else. Oh yeah, man. I was a maintenance tech. I did all this, that, and this third, but this ain't like fucking around at your house, like taking refrigerator doors off. This is some shit like you got to be motherfucking on it. You got to be fucking moving. Not if you fuck around and be in somebody's house in over 30 minutes, you're like, your whole day could be fucked. You know what I'm saying? So I brought some guys in, man. And my first day was fucking horrendous. I mean, that shit was horrible. It rained like a motherfucker that day. I mean, monsoon shit. So we out in the rain. I had to take a refrigerator in. I had this guy I hired. He was an older guy. He was older than me. He was like 49. Big motherfucker though. 6'5", 6'6", 270, 280. And so we got rained on. We having trouble. And man, we got behind further and further, trying to because there's different things. And it's not like it's one refrigerator that Lowe's sells. Lowe's sells like 10 different refrigerators that look all the fucking same and in one class of, or whatnot. Same thing with washers, dryers, and that thing. So we got wet like hell. We got behind towards the end of the day. Like I couldn't even finish the fucking route. We trying to lift refrigerator up with the back straps. And the fucking dude blows his fucking knee out, man, on me. And he's like, oh my God. He's like, Mike, I think it went through the bone. I'm like, holy shit. So he's like out, and I'm with this huge fucking refrigerator on me that's 4 times as big as me. Like on the steps. So the homeowner, the customer had to come out. The guy had to come out and help me put the refrigerator in the house. It was just bad. I had to put some cardboard down, lay the refrigerator down, slide it up. It was fucking horrible, yo. And we didn't even finish our route. So I was just grounded on that end, and I had to sit down for a day. I was like, man, I got to figure out something here. I said, I got to hire some people that's experienced, because I can do shit, but I'm green myself. But I'm more on the worker side of me, always wanting to be involved. I'm boots on the ground. A lot of people will try to do this and just hire people to do it and not get in the field. Like my dad always told me, you don't ever want to do something where you don't know shit about it, because if your workers leave, who the fuck gonna finish your work? You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the field with it, but I end up hiring a guy, plucking off a guy from another crew that was already working in there that wasn't getting paid right, and I made sure he got paid right. And he's been with me since the past 3 weeks, and we've been tearing it up. I mean, this young boy right here, he's like, I call him a young boy. He's 30 though. He's younger than me. He can pick a whole goddamn washer up like poof, like this. He's another 6 footer, like 6'5", and just spin that shit around. I've seen him pick stoves up, put them up, and I'm like, man, he just take refrigerators and houses like it's not shit, man. So I had to do a little shuffle here, man, but been running ever since, man. So that's been my story for the past 3 weeks. And I'm sorry to bore you guys with that, man, but that's where I've been at, man, running like crazy. Swift, what's going on with you, fam? Swift, man, I damn sure needed you today, man. I could not send myself an email for shit. Benji Williams says, yep, get that personal business with your dad handle so you can concentrate on business and work. No doubt, man. Hell yeah, nerd alert. Those are not easy to move, especially in small apartments. That's the fucking worst. And then going upstairs, man. But this dude right here that I hired, he's been doing that shit for 5 or 6 years. We've been doing some amazing shit. Like we have took the back straps and put washers and dryers together, like push pressure on them, and went straight up a flight of fucking stairs. Yo, I'm like, God damn, I thought I'd never be able to do some shit like that. So he's been definitely getting me right, man, and getting my company right, bro. Hey, Hustle, appreciate that, man. Yeah, and the thing that's going on with my dad, man, he went to the hospital last week. He wasn't feeling too well. And if you in the 910 area, you know what I'm saying, we got Cape Fear Valley here, and Cape Fear Valley is not the best hospital, man. And my dad has diabetes, so he just been having some kidney problems, which with diabetes you will. And he just, I don't know what's going on. They ran tests here and there. They're saying they can't see anything. I told him he should go to Duke, like Duke, the college hospital. For those who are not from North Carolina, Duke has a very prestigious hospital here. Duke and Carolina. Carolina has a great burn center. But those two hospitals in the Triangle area, the Raleigh-Durham area, are some of the best in the country. But he said he's got released yesterday. He said he's just going to try to, see if he can pull through, get his numbers and levels right. I don't know if it's strictly a diabetes thing all the way, but he just ain't been 100. And then plus at the same time, he's been trying to move out of his house for the past month, man. So I need to help my dad move tomorrow and help get the rest of his shit, man. So regardless of that fact, with that low shit, man, I wasn't going in tomorrow, because that was the thing too. That's what I've been doing. Like I've been working every day for the past like fucking 20 something days. Like we have took no days off, me and my young boy and shit. And that's another thing, man. It's easy to, it's good to chase that money, but you need your time to mentally recover from work. Now I can go at it, every day of the week and twice on some days, you know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely gonna start putting my breaks in. I told him like, hey, we need to take a day off, or maybe 2 days out the week, because if not, we're not taking a day off, 1 day off, we're going 6 days a week. Man, so I'm just trying to get at it while I can. I know you guys heard me talk about this contract for a long time, and the money is good on it, but it is what it is. But let's go to another Joe. Nerd, let me read this right quick. Swift, I know, man. Swift, I took a nap, man, before I came on, cause I've been up like since 3 o'clock this morning and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the previous fucking day. And that's another thing too, man. Like I get up at 3:30 in the morning every day, and I don't get home till like 6 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So guys, I've really been putting in some fucking oil here. But Swift, I went to sleep, man. But I got you, man. Because I don't know what's going on with my email. I was sending emails to myself trying to get my package together, and my emails, that the pictures are not converting over. I don't know what's going on with that, Swift. But I know you still got me, family. But I should have just hit you a little bit earlier. Nerd Alert says my father is fighting a virus right now. I hope your dad can beat it. Yes, me too, man. I myself was pre-diabetic at one point. I was able to lose the weight and reverse it. I think my dad's is genetic. And then he don't, I wouldn't say he don't do the right thing, but they told him not to eat anything like some steak or something shit, man. He ordered that last week. And my dad's like one of them tough guy motherfuckers, and he what did you try to play? Oh, food poisoning. Yeah, I just think I got a little food poisoning. Nah, motherfucker. Nah, you need to do the right fucking thing, man, and stop this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad, like that's the reason I came back. I got my Colorado hat on now. That's the reason I came back home from Colorado. Like, shit's been some years now, 10 or 11 years ago, because my dad was fucking sick. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll work himself into a fucking stupor, and I need to be careful about that before I end up the same way. Shit, I'm no spring chicken myself. I'm heading down that road, you know. You know, he was getting vertigo, but basically heart. My dad already got a stent in his heart. So just and he'll be like fucking tore down, and he'd be like, "Yep, you know, I feel like I'm 30 something." And at that time, I was 30 something. Like, well, no, motherfucker, I'm 30 something. You're fucking old, okay? You're fucking 60. You know what I'm saying? You're not 30 something. You're sitting in here on the couch in your fucking underwear, and mom had to come haul you off the job. You know what I'm saying? Because I was working construction for him then, man. So just shit like that, man. But you know, at the same time, I love my dad to death, man. But you know, man, we're gonna live the way we live. You feel me? We're gonna live the way we live, man. So you know, you live hard, shit, die hard. But I do want my dad to be around for my daughters and shit, man. So it's just something to think about. You know, I just, you know, that's just a whole nother wing of my life right now. So we'll see. But WS Dondo Pop says, I remember seeing like 10 of those major Bloods in Target during the pandemic. My collector group was like, clean the pegs, laughing out loud. I only took half and sent those who couldn't find them. That was cool, man. That's what's up, family. Because that's when it was some really do or die shit. Yo, Cap, what's good with you, Cap? I got some pictures that I think I'm off your Instagram too. I think the GI Joe pictures, or maybe the Hulk pictures I use. But Cap says, prayers up for your dad, my brother. Hey, appreciate that, Cap. I appreciate you, family, man. If y'all don't know who the Captain's Corner is, man, he does great Valorverse, GI Joe videos. He's got a new Kicking It with the Cap out, man. Y'all really need to check out Cap, man. Y'all really need to show love to some of these guys out here who are pure, true, and true. And the thing I like about Cap is Cap don't play too much into the internet, man. I can tell he likes to post his videos, but he's not like all up in this shit. You know what I'm saying? So fucking, you know, just like internet. I love that vibe off him. And that's why I use some of his pictures too. I took some snapshots and also to promote my man Cap, man. So shout out, Cap. Appreciate you, family. I appreciate that, WS. You said, hope my pops get better soon for sure. Nerd Alert says, I've been up all day and been watching a few podcasts too. No doubt. I be having my little podcast I'll be watching right now. I'm watching my Mafia shit, Chicago Mob, The Outfit. Swift Shot says, I hear you, bro. I've been working 17, 18-hour shifts on Saturday and Sunday at this new job, so I understand being tired. Oh, yes. I'm tired. You know what the crazy thing about it, though, is when I don't put out videos, my subscribers go up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that back catalog get the fucking kicking. I'm like, yo, damn. Like, right now, I'm about to hit that 3,200 mark, man, and I done picked up like 20 new fucking subscribers in the past because I ain't put a fucking video up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Which is a great thing, but motherfuckers be commenting on old videos and shit. So sometimes I'll be like, you know what, man, that shit good, man. I don't need to put nothing out, man. And them motherfuckers like, the algorithm gonna start doing shit. Like, hold up, this motherfucker stop putting out shit. Let's go to his back catalog and show that. White Vegeta says, it's just different enough to make me buy it without a hesitation with Bludd. Yes, sir. Yeah, Herb, diabetics do have to watch their diet. And he's pretty, I mean, I know I was just talking shit about him, but he's pretty good about him. But every now and then he slips up. And with diabetes, you can't slip up every now and then, especially with your age. But it's almost like they're not given to like what's going on with him. You know what I'm saying? Like what's what's really good? Is it something bigger? I really wish he would go to Duke, because Duke, has some of the top people, coming in, whether you're an intern or you're a resident doctor there, man. So they're gonna give you answers. Cape Fear Valley ain't gonna they gonna send you on your way. What they trying to do is run up your motherfucking insurance bill. White Vegeta says, unlike when they did Lady J, you could still get the other Lady J in store. She didn't have enough different stuff going on about her. I wish they would have did a different head sculpt for her. Nerd Alert says people are lifting up shelves and Targets in the pandemic, laughing out loud. There were some good joints in there. What they were doing, what my man from what's his name, Roscoe. All right, let's talk about let's throw up another one. Let's talk about old Monkeywrench here. Oh, never mind. I pulled up Battlesuit Cobra Commander. Let's talk about old Battlesuit here. So, far as this Battlesuit Cobra Commander, I like this. I think this is pretty dope. I think this is really kind of true to the original Cobra Commander Battlesuit. This is one that really sticks out in my head. This is not foreign to me. This is the most common Cobra Commander I would see in the 3 3/4 era, especially like 88, 89, 90. He was hard to get used to at first, just in my opinion. I was like 5 or 6 years old. How old I was in 89? 6. Looking at this figure, but then it just grew on me and I really liked it, and it really sticks out in my head. Like when I see this figure, I don't say that's not my Cobra Commander. That's totally Cobra Commander. That's how I remembered him mostly, to be quite honest with you. This was a very popular figure in the late 80s, early 90s. It's pretty much at every kid I knew had this. Basically, he has the snake once a man Cobra Commander, which if you got that figure, you definitely could incorporate this into your play. Because he was that up under that. I think in a deep cartoon, he was still like that snake motherfucker up under this shit. And probably in a comic book too. I never got into the comic book actually in real time when it was coming out, because I was just too young to be picking up comic books, and especially G.I. Joe. I'm more on the cartoon side of it, and as far as what toys I can remember having. And then he also has a regular Fred head, I believe, up under that. And then he has an iguana, and I think that's what Serpentor got turned into on the Deke show or in the comic book. Then he has his backpack with the gun, several different hands. I like this. I really think this looks good. The biggest thing about it now, it has to pass the last stage. How does it look in the physical? Which me, Cap, and Swift talked about on the last live stream. How does this figure look in the physical? It looks great on the render, and from what I said in the last live stream is these the latest figures that's been transferred over from the renders to the physical have all been great, and I don't see this doing any less. I don't know. It really would be cool if they could get some nice paint on the plastic. That's the only thing that could mess this figure up, is dull ass plastic looking fake. We need like some metal, some real metal looking plastic. That's the only way they could kill it. They just messed it up. Other than that, man, I'm down for it, man. I'm gonna go back to some of the comments and see what you guys think. So I'm gonna start with my man Vegeta here. Vegeta says in the comic book he was never part of the Cobra Law and looked like a snake. Okay, under the mask was a Crimson Guard named Fred 7, and he looked kind of like the Marvel Legends Hank Pym with the blonde hair. Shout out to my man Swift Shot. That's how he got my attention. Way back in the fall. Just saying this right here. Everybody remember hit that like button on the stream. Appreciate you, family. Appreciate you. And I'm just work backwards. Nerd Alert says, imagine a nice blast effect with that gun he has. Looks like a new scope. I think this is a totally new buck. Because I don't know any of these parts they could have pulled from. I mean, he kind of has like some thigh high guards going on, like my man who checks for the bombs for GI Joe. But I think those were overlays he had on, so I can't see this coming from anybody else. TF also says, I've been waiting on this Cobra Commander. I bought the 3 3/4 scale 2 years ago on eBay for a good price. Nice. I wouldn't mind having the 3 3/4 myself. I'm gonna pick up some more 3 3/4 when I go to Joe Fest this year. I'm gonna have me a ball. I'm gonna get me a nice little collection, man. And the thing about those 3 3/4, I don't need them pristine. I like them. Sometimes I like them beat. Sometimes I like them just like how they are. It shows the age, the maturity, patina on them. Yeah, Infinity Toys. This was my Cobra Commander. We'll be looking for him. It's almost kind of mine too. I don't think anything could top a hooded Cobra Commander for me. But this Cobra Commander is in my head canon as my Cobra Commander. This is around my time. And like I said, GI Joe was my first action figures that I gravitated to. So they caught me early. So I remember my era, but I don't remember like I was so young. You know what I'm saying? These like kind of like my first toys. You're talking about like 4 or 5 years old, all the way up to about 8 or 9. But then I started shifting to different things like Turtles when I was like 6 or 7, and stuff. Definitely by the time I was 9 or 10 years old, definitely on to some X-Men. But GI Joe was there in my early years, and this guy right here is always going to stick out and stand out as that Cobra Commander, man, for me. Nerd Alert says he should be $25. Yeah, I guess in some spots with these tariffs, not unless it's Big Bad Toy Store, he's gonna be $27.99. Like I told y'all a couple of weeks ago, I'm like, that shit came out of nowhere. They're honoring their old prices, man. But for that, unless I wanted something, I wanted to see if Big Bad Toy Store gets it first. But other than that, man, I don't even fuck with Pulse. I'll just get them. I'll get them off Pulse because it's still the regular price on Pulse, man. With these tariffs and shit going on, man. It's a crazy world right now, man. I need to make sure y'all stay prayed up. I don't try to over preach to y'all on here, but when I need to say something real about that, I will, man. Make sure you stay prayed up, man. It's a crazy ass world. And I know tariffs are like, oh my God, tariffs. That's not the craziest thing I'm talking about, but just a lot of shit goes on these days. I'm sorry after that serious message. I'm sitting up looking at Swift Shot. No butterfly joints. Oh shit, Swift, I miss you already, man. No butterfly joints. Oh shit, man. Let me pull this screen up a little bit bigger, man, and see what's up with this. Swift, he gotta have butterflies in there. I don't think there's any classifieds without butterfly joints. And that, look, don't get me to lying, but I believe that was almost the standard on classifieds to have butterfly joints. Also in the comments, somebody comment, man, if there is a classified with no butterfly joints. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, man. I think Swift, it has to be hidden in there, but that was some funny shit, man. I'm sitting up here. Hey, you guys need to stay prayed up, and I see a big fucking no butterfly joints. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hustle says Battle Armor Cobra Commander got that iguana on spring break when he came to Miami. Nerd Alert says he gotta have the butterflies. Laughing out loud. I feel you, man. It should be standard. Yeah, no doubt, Nerd Alert too. We gotta stay prayed up, man. Yeah, I remember when $23 was a lot. I remember when classifieds were 20. Shit. Damn sure remember. When they went on sale, they were $18, $17. No, I mean, shit, sometimes a little bit cheaper than that. But I remember the standard price was 20 when they first came out. Hustle, I got that Operation Monster Force on pre-order. And that's a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. I'm glad I did it before these tariffs, because everything on Big Bad Toy Store. You want fucking Law and Order, the motherfuckers $50. They put a $5 up charge on that. Certain figures they put $20, like the Mayfaxes, they putting $20 up charge on it. So the Marvel Legends is getting hit light. And of course, because they're probably the cheapest to ship over or do whatever with, they're getting hit with a $2 upcharge. Just go look on Big Bad Toy Store, like Storm Collectibles and shit. Like some figures have gotten a $30, $40 upcharge on them shits, man. I know Mayfax has got a $20 upcharge, so it's crazy out here, man. It's crazy. I said Big Bad said, "Fuck this, we ain't finna fuck up our money for y'all, man." But at the same time, I'm a Big Bad Toy Store guy. If I can get it somewhere cheaper, shit, I'm gonna get it somewhere cheaper. Amazon still got Joe's for regular prices. So yeah, I got that hustle. I got that figure. Let me see. Yes, nerd alert. He does. He has fist too. I seen that. Like I said, man, I think this is going to transfer over to be a really, really good figure. White Vegeta says the leaks I have seen show silver paint, not just gray plastic. And Vegeta, I'm glad that you said that, man, because that is a breaking point for this figure. This figure is in a metal suit, so you have to sell that. You know what I'm saying? You have to like make that, you know what I'm saying, worth buying. You know, I mean, it still looks great, and of course we all say, yeah, you can just throw some paint on it, but you want it to come great from them. You know, you want it, as far as sculpt and everything like that. I think that looks awesome. I think about this figure, the only thing I'm worried about, well, how's the paint gonna look? So let's go to our other figure. I guess we're gonna talk about old Monkeywrench here. Let's see what he's looking like. All right, so I'll go off and just start with Monkeywrench and talk about him. Monkeywrench looks great. I think somebody pointed out how jacked his arms are. Yeah, he looks good. He kind of almost looks like Shane from Same Time Toys a little bit. But he looks good, man. The Dreadnoks are the best subgroup in GI Joe. Do they have their own market on the package, like a subgroup? I don't even think they have their own market. I'm trying to think, is that Anarchy on their packaging? And I don't think so. But they're the best unofficial subgroup in classified. They're all very distinct and different. There's not really a bad one. There's some bad things going on with some of them, and not really bad, just annoying, like glasses falling off, and they should be sculpted in like how they did right here, and also how they did with Torch, but they didn't do that with Ripper and Buzzer. There's all of them, damn. Now that I think about it, just about all of them, not all of them wear shades, but there's a lot of them that wear them fucking shades. And two of them, you know, the original ones, they kind of screwed up with those. The pauldrons, shoulder pauldrons for Xandar, which they're beautiful. I love that. And that's one of the things that with classified that kind of surprised me on paint is the gold, hints of gold in Xandar, and those shoulder pauldrons and the knee pads and the knuckle on the boot. You know, that gold that hits looks amazing on that. So if they could get that type of level going on with that Cobra Commander far as silver, they're doing awesome. But you know, and there's some other, like the guy who jumped it off, Zartan, was a great figure and still is a great figure. So they're a great subgroup, but looks like he comes with two fists. Got a nice revolver. I do like that. I don't know what the second head sculpt is about. It's like a mask, like a gas mask, but just cool. Looks like he has two axes, could be reused from barbecue. I'm almost probably positive that it is from him. Yeah. And he has a gun that has like a pitchfork on it. Far as then he has a bandolier of grenades all across the front. He just looks like a great figure. Once again, the Dreadnoks are very versatile. I mean, I could take this figure out of GI Joe setting and use him as a biker. Use him as just an outlaw type guy, vigilante, motorcycle rider. You know what I'm saying? So. And the reason why, because they don't look like military guys, you know what I'm saying, or mercenaries or things like that. Even he got a fucking grenades across his chest. Of course, he's a goddamn mercenary. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying. They have a more civilian type look than just your BDUs or your camouflage pants type guys, man. But I think it's just another great figure. He comes with a lot. And this is going to be probably your standard figure. This is not a deluxe or anything like that, which I don't think he comes with enough to be a deluxe. But you know how Hasbro do. Some figures are light, and some figures are not. But just the different weapons that he gets. Then that fucking famous handkerchief that they love to throw in, he's got that too. Which I think I've stripped that off probably every figure that has that. You know what I'm saying? It would have been dope. They would have gave him one that went around his face like an outlaw, like a cowboy outlaw, like a masked face. So, but other than that, man, I like him. I really like as far as classified weapons, they're not ever the greatest things. I mean, that weird pitchfork gun, but I'm pretty sure that's a throwback to something he had in the 80s in the 3 3/4. But as far as that revolver, I'm definitely feeling that. And those axes have always been cool. I think probably about the most coolest things is that you can switch out his mask on here. So let me see what you guys are talking about old Monkeywrench here. God damn, 24 comments. I'm gonna just start from the last one and kind of work my way back. Nerd Alert says, I don't like the alternate head. It might look great though when I open it. Not feeling those axes. Upcoming fireman accessories, yes, and I believe they got those from my other guy. It also says Monkeywrench on the Johnny Bravo workout plan. Big ass arms and shit. His legs ain't that tiny though. That's what somebody showed me. John Battle. He said he doubles as the Mortal Kombat Cabal, and he does look like Cabal. He has that kind of like post-apocalyptic looking gas mask, kind of like something from Mad Max or something. And that's how Cabal looked. He kind of looked like those desert people. If the people don't know who Cabal is from Mortal Kombat, he kind of looks like those desert people from Star Wars. Those type. No, well, maybe that was Chewie. You know what I'm saying? But that that's them. Those motherfuckers, and that's what Cabal always kind of reminded me of, those people from Star Wars and shit. Bobby Wall says, other than Buzzer's goggles, the Dreadnoks have been, and they have been, Bobby, for the most. That's the only thing I can really think of that was ever kind of like bothersome to people is those fucking glasses falling off and maybe Zorana's arm popping off. But it was for the most part, they and as a collective, once you get them all together, there's some bad motherfuckers, man. Like they look really good together. You know what I'm saying? So, I got big plans on just based around them, man. They're awesome. Everybody looks good. I forgot what's the other guy's name. He has the lime green and black mohawk. Can't wait to get him too. I can't wait to get all of them, but mostly the ones I definitely have seen and remember when I was a kid. And they're about there on that end tip as me. Like you start naming like, oh, no, there's other Dreadnoks. What about Zaga and Zaza and Zayla? And I'm like, look, motherfucker, I don't know them. Okay, all right. But I'll get them, you know what I'm saying? They look cool, but there's like about like after Monkeywrench and I can't remember my man. And I know y'all probably gonna tell me in the comments, but yeah, you know, he was in the movie and shit. He had the lime green and black hair and shit. He had the mohawk. That's that. After that, yo, that's the ones I know. Yeah, I wish Doc and Wild Bill had on those painted glasses. I don't know what they were trying to do with that. I mean, they're sculpted into. Hasbro's getting right with the glasses painted on. Wish we got it with Doc and maybe Wild Bill. Yeah, I feel you, Nerd Alert. Chris, oh, man, God damn it. I know I'm tired. That's fucking North Carolina window clean, man. My bad, man. And I was calling him Groham. My bad, Chris, man. Yeah, that's North Carolina window clean. Like when I keep saying Chris Graham, man. Man, okay. But anyway, that's North Carolina. That looks like a new upper on Monkey. Anyone recognize it? I don't. He almost looks like he has what's the other dreadnought name that was in the Deep series? The one from Australia and shit. I can't remember his fucking name, yo. Like what? he came with the Warthog. He came with the fucking Razorback and shit. It looks like his arms, they're that fucking big. And I don't know, maybe that's just the render, but we'll see once we get him in hand. Herb says Monkeywrench been in the gym getting them reps in. Yeah. Or he been doing the two-handed poker. Who knows? Also, that's a good question. Blue jean shades and wallet chains. Where's the motorcycles classified? Yeah, where the motorcycle? I ain't talking about no fucking Ram either. All right, y'all done did that Ram several times now. Y'all need to I don't know how they would do it. They probably would try to pair it with a dreadnought, but then if you army build, you keep getting that same dreadnought, but you got to army build the bike. So I don't know. They need to do some bikes though. They need to do something. They need to do. I'm tired of looking at the Ram cycle. Cap pointed out something. He said, I didn't even notice that he had monkey wrenches attached to the bottom of the axis. I didn't see that either. That's something I gotta check out. Yeah, Nerd Alert says not crazy about dreadnought guns. Look better with real looking weaponry. Yes. Yeah, I'm not crazy about classified guns, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know everybody knows classified is my shit. But I mean, as far as gun wise, I mean, they have some accessories that's cool. I like classified blast effects, and Valiverse guns. Oh, well, Paul, what's going on with you, fam? He says, "What's up, Savage? I'm here in the cut, smoking and loking as usual. I'm on the replay. Good to see you back. Appreciate it, brother, man. I appreciate it, man." Chris says, looks like they do got that mask. Savage. What you mean? What you mean from that, Chris? I already forgot what I said. I mean, the last time I was talking about the mask was with him. It's like they do got that mask. You know what, Infinity Toys, that it looked like that, but I didn't want to say it, but I'm not too sure. He says, isn't that a bandana that goes around the face next to the bandana or the handkerchief? It does. I'm not sure though. It looks like mask a little bit, but I'm not sure. Gotta see it when they reveal it. Okay. Yeah, Benji Williams, the Sand People. They have a name though. But that's what that shit looks like. And that's what Cabal looks like from Mortal Kombat. Says Star Lord, new Monkeywrench is a Guardians of the Galaxy too. Does anybody remember him having anything? Is there a distinctive reason he has that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm not, the biggest guy in knowing all of G.I. Joe mythology. Like I said, I was so young when that shit came out. Like, does anybody know why they gave him that? Thrasher and Zanzibar. Yes, I think those are the guys that's left. I guess Thrasher is one with the green and black hair. Who say Ionic Blood says, how does the Sand People from Star Wars sound like again? I forgot it was like I was doing like a Wookiee noise, but they got more like a sound like a pig, like that shit. Yo, I'm like, damn. But yeah, I actually like them. That is like one of the Star Wars figures, like Black Series. Like, I should have army built the motherfuckers when I could. I had like 6 of them, but I had a chance to like build like 20 of them because in my GameStop they were going for like $5 a piece. But I always liked them. Nerd Alert says Thrasher. Yeah. Olu says, I don't really care for Dreadnoks, but I had to get Xandar. And that's funny that you said that because I mean, over the past year, I always said, man, I'm not the biggest Dreadnought, guy. And I'm not, I'm really not. But I don't know which one I think it was Road Pig when he finally came in, and then I grouped all of them together. I was like, damn. I was like, these motherfuckers is bad as shit right here, man. Like, so, and then Xandar, like, to me, even what I've seen from the digital renders, he's still the best classified I think they're going to put out this year. I mean, I gloated so much over him when I first got him. Nerd Alert says he had a great haircut. Thrasher could be coming with the vehicle if they do it. Like, I'm not too crazy of a fan of the Dreadnought machine or whatever that is that they drive. If that comes out, that's definitely one I'll probably skip out on. Not unless they just like revamp it. No pun intended when I say revamp it, and make it something like damn. I'm like the snake armor. Like, I didn't care about no snake armor. I haven't been excited about it all year, and then I seen it, and I was like, well. That's what Swift had me laughing on that last live stream. Like, well, looks like I'm back in. yeah, I ordered like 4 of them shits. Yo, I'm like, yeah, nah, this is too good to get caught slipping. Hustle says, got to get the black Dreadnought in the crew. I heard they had a black Dreadnought. Nerd Alert says, how is Xandar? Can't find him here. Not sure on the face. For me, the face is what it is. To be quite honest with you, my man, like, his face is, he got automatically put in the greatest classified figures from me simply because of his face sculpt. He's a real pretty boy. You know what I'm saying? He's dope, man. Like I said, the only thing that kind of holds him back for anybody saying really anything negative about him is that his shoulder pulsions, which are beautifully sculpted and painted, prevent him from doing a full T pose. Yeah. Benji Williams says, I like the extra head. I can make it an extra couple of grunt dreadnoughts. No doubt, man. It's always fun to kit bash. Nagahide. Yeah, there we go, Bobby. Naga. He looks like he has Nagahide's arms. The Nerd Alert says, what about the pirate guy, not Voltar? I've heard that name Voltar before. See, now we're starting going to a realm where I don't know. Nagahide, aka Crocodile Dundee. WS says, I got my 112 bikes off Amazon. Yeah, in Cap, I was just about to say something about that. But they cost a fucking arm and a leg now. I don't know what it was, but like I said back in the day, something told me go on eBay, buy bust downs of those Punisher bikes. You're gonna need them in the future, and they're definitely about to get used up, and have been getting used in my collection. I've had about 7 or 8 Punisher bikes for like 5 years. I sold one of them to Woody, so I think I'm down to 7 or 6. I don't know, but that's enough for me. That's enough for a group of guys to ride on bikes, you know, and do their thing. I wish I would have brought more now. Nerdler says I would love a 3-pack Ram cycle with 3 new figures. So it's wishful thinking. Yeah, you know, it could be a film. Could be the same as Heavy Duties. I mean, I think Roadblock and Gun Host share the same buck. Chris says Red Atlas Creations have some nice bikes. Nerd Alert says he might wear that gas mask in the comics. I would have no idea. Yeah, that pistol that comes with Tunnel Rat is fucking sucks. It's flat. And I like guns like that. That little snub nose revolver that he has and shit, but it won't stay in his like shoulder holster, man. So Tuscan Raiders, Bobby Wall, you're fantastic. That's their name. They're not just the Sand People. They're the Tuscan Raiders. Yeah. All right. But I don't think his yeah. It has too much. I don't know. Don't get me to line. Don't get me lying. I was about to say the nose on that revolver is too long to be Tunnel Rats, but I don't know. We'll see, man. Broby, one Kenobi, man. I always love to say that name. What's up, brothers? Just got home. Good to see Savage Land back. Yes, sir. And be honest with you guys, I never leave, man. It's always good to take little breaks too. And sometimes, like more importantly, when I got shit going on, unfortunately, I have to put this to the side. But I'll never leave, man. To be quite honest with you, I collect. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? So, if you guys see me like and I get missing, I get low or something like that, man, there's nothing wrong, man. I'm totally fine. You don't know. Sometimes it might be something wrong. Who knows? Hopefully not. But duty calls. But appreciate you, Broby. Always appreciate you, family. Skew Raiders. Just as we came up, said the name Tuscan Raiders. But you, Skew, what's going on with you, family? Skew, I didn't even know Marvel Legends had a live stream this week, man. Till you hit me with those pictures on Instagram. So appreciate that, family. Olu, man, I ain't mean to do you like that, man. He says, fuck, so I have to go back and get the other knocks for the true feel. They do look great together, my friend. That is no doubt the best subgroup. And even though they're not officially our subgroup, where they have their own special mark packaging, they are better than Night Force. They are better than Tiger Force. They are better than Python Patrol. They are the best looking collective because they don't look collectively like they're supposed to be together. I guess you would say that, you know what I'm saying? They don't have this uniset thing going on. They all have their own thing, but when you put them together, it looks like they're supposed to be together. So, and then they're all great figures too, Ionic Blood 666 says Zanzibar with a skiff. That would be nice. I'm surprised they ain't put out a Zartan yet with a skiff. I mean, it would be nothing to do, but I'm pretty sure they saved that for down the road. And once again, Chris says Red Atlas Creation got bikes. So guys, make sure you check that out. I didn't even check that out myself, but I think Chris told me about it one time before. But like I said, I'm on my end, I'm straight. But you guys need to check it out. If he's saying if Chris got it, because Chris is almost kind of like he's kind of calmed down a little bit, but he's kind of like almost like Woody Triple Deuce. Like he'll buy some shit too. He'll buy it up. Hustle says bikes like the Sons of Anarchy. Yep. All right. So let's go and talk about the Marvel Legends stuff. All right. And I'm not gonna talk about all the shit, just the ones that excited me. And the ones that excited me is the Hulks, and that's the only thing I'm really interested in. I think I've seen a Wolverine. Yes, the Weapon X Wolverine, but there's no need to show that. I mean, it's pinless now. I'm glad I didn't go and buy the other one that came with the Caliban wave, which I could have brought many years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, whenever that shit dropped. Because when I first started collecting back, like from 2016 to 2019, I really kind of only fucked with Marvel Legends. That was it. I ain't fuck with anything else. But I decided not to get it, and I'm glad I waited. Just like Cowboy Wolverine, I'm glad I got that one in the 2-pack. But let's talk about She-Hulk. I'm fucking with this. I like it. And this time around, it looks like the colors on the kneecaps and elbows are not discolored. Let me pull up and get a little bit bigger so I can see. This is a sexy figure. It always was a sexy figure when they came out with the one last year. I'm surprised that they doubled back so fast. Oh no, Cap, this is your pictures too, right here too, man. So shout out to Cap. I had to go and snag these off Instagram today and kind of scuffle. But I like this figure, and it. Did she have those peace signs last time? I don't think she had too many hands. I think that's what I said when I did my top 10 this year. I was like, this is a great figure, but she should have came with more hand expressions. Because she's a very expressive person. She's more comedic, especially in Sensational She-Hulk, which I have several issues myself of the original run that was in the late 80s, early 90s. But I think this figure is sexy. I like that they gave her a different head sculpt now, so she can really kind of move her neck around. I don't think it's going to be the greatest neck head sculpt you ever seen, but it'll definitely be something a little bit more versatile than the big hair head sculpt she only came with in the first one, which was not a bad head sculpt, and there's nothing you can do. She has big hair like that. But I like this is pulled up in a ponytail so you can kind of do some things with her. Face sculpt looks, I wouldn't necessarily say it's suspect. Not as suspect as the Maximum Spider-Man Peter Parker, but kind of has that kind of thing going on with it a little bit. But to make a long story short, I'm definitely getting the She-Hulk. I mean, this is the best She-Hulk action figure I've ever seen. And it's nothing but the little one that came out last year, that mold. But this is the best She-Hulk action figure I've ever seen, period. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think anybody could do it better than Hasbro Marvel Legends. I like the way they build they figures. Some figures I don't need to go to another company to get. Like I'm straight with my Captain Americas. I'm straight with my Daredevil. I don't have any Marvel Legends Daredevil, but I want that one. I would take that one over the Mayfax one because the Mayfax one just looks a little slim to me. So you kind of get where I'm going. I feel like I shouldn't have to go outside of Marvel Legends to buy a She-Hulk, and I'm cool with this She-Hulk right here. I like the way the blue and white pops on the uniform up against the green, body, man. So definitely going to be looking out for her and grabbing her. I think those pre-orders are going to go up pretty soon here. I think she goes up on the 24th or somebody on the 10th. Yo, Tony's Figs, what's going on with you, fam? What's good with you, man? You all right? WS says, I like the older Fig head sculpts and the ponytail head. Yes, she did have some good head sculpts. Bobby says the Hulk that's doing the thunderclap when he poses like that looks like he has a big gap in the back of his shoulder joints. We're going to get into that too next, that because that's of course that's the other one I'm only interested in that we're going to talk about. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can do a lot of versatile things. Hustle, best group in the line, Dreadnoks. I use them for Jada Street Fighter background spectators, and they do look like Street Fighter spectators. The motherfuckers just, got those two motions where they just pumping a fist or some shit like that. WS says pinless Weapon X getting brought ASAP. Yeah, because apparently I'm a Wolverine collector. Variant collector at that, so I don't have that Wolverine at all in my collection as far as Weapon X. And if you're a Weapon X variant collect me, not me, if you're a Wolverine variant collector, you definitely need that Weapon X variant. They do need to re-release the color changing Zartan. I mean, they plan on that. Well, don't worry, Nerd Alert. You're gonna see them pretty eventually. Zanzibar probably will be in classified. All right. All right. So let's go over to the Hulk here, which I only picked up 2 pictures. I know he comes with a lot. But this is the only thing I almost kind of really want to talk about is that right there. And what's going on with him. All right. And Cat, once again, another one of your pictures there. And I like this one. This one's nice and big so I can see what's going on. But we were talking about this no more than maybe about a month ago. I said if they do a maximum Hulk, he needs to be able to thunderclap. And the way they achieve this is by basically doing the same shit that Storm Collectibles does pretty much on all their figures layouts. Have that vinyl kind of rubbery upper part of the torso. And that's the way you can be able to get things to move almost with like human anatomy without putting any cuts in your plastic. I think personally, this was the way to go about this as far as making him thunderclap, because you will be able to do that. And Storm Collectibles has some of the greatest, I wouldn't say some of the greatest, but it has great articulation. When I first came into the game and probably had one in my hand, like when my first Storm Collectible, 2019 or something like that, I'm like, damn, they have great articulation. Now, let's get to the other part of this. Storm Collectibles has double jointed figures, if I'm not mistaken. So why wouldn't they do what they do for this man's arms? Because Storm Collectibles is known for making huge figures, and I don't know, maybe they have single jointed arms. I'm trying to kind of spot some of my Storms from the shelf. I'm just kind of like looking over. I'm looking at Mataro. I'm trying to see, but Storm Collectibles has this almost kind of like disc hinge. And please, I might be getting it wrong. System set up in their elbows where they can kind of bend them more than just a 90 degree. This guy right here still has the 90-degree elbow. You know what I'm saying? How cool would it be to have a double jointed armed Incredible Hulk? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is maximum, so shit, do it to the maximum level. I'm not here to bash on Hasbro because we all know there's a certain genre of that, and I don't give a fuck about them enough to do that. You know what I'm saying? You would never ever see me going on a fucking crusade against the larger companies because I don't give a shit. Okay, I got a business to run myself. If I'm worried about everybody else's business, I can't run my fucking own. You know what I'm saying? So There's not an issue with that, but I will address, some things like he should have had double jointed arms. They did do a toe hinge, which is great. But I think they dropped the ball by not putting any double jointed arms on this, and not also giving a bunch of different hand gestures, man. Let's do it to the max. This is maximum series, and I understand, like, now you finally can do a thunderclap, but let's really get busy here. I don't know how much they're gonna charge for this. You know, I don't see $100. They're not gonna fucking get it because, like I said, those are the prices of Storm Collectibles, which they have double jointed arms and everything like that, man. Some of the head sculpts on this figure is quite questionable as well. You know what I'm saying? There's one head sculpt where he has a mouthful of pearly whites, which looks pretty cool. But some of these are quite questionable. I think like this picture here. Yeah, I like that. I think that's pretty cool. But to be quite honest with you, I'm gonna give this figure a go. I am. All depending on price. If it comes in at about 60, I'm gonna give this figure a go. Just for a test run to see, okay, blase blah. Because I do like that it's doing a thunderclap. I do like that he can get his arms over just like how he's catching this rocket here. But I'm not gonna jump out the window for this figure. I do like that he has a toe hinge. That's pretty cool, and like I said, these are Gentle Giant sculpted Incredible Hulks. There's nothing better than a Gentle Giant sculpted Incredible Hulk. As of right now, though, I don't just far as aesthetic wise, because Diamond Select has those saying, they're not the biggest on articulation. That Immortal Hulk, which this picture right here reminds me that it does move pretty good to be single jointed in a Diamond Select. But I still, even though they needed to do a few upgrades, he does have double jointed, knees and legs, but I still think they dropped the ball of not giving him some double jointed arms. But I still think this will be the best articulated Hulk. With these big old teeth in his mouth right here, I think this is actually pretty cool. But he has some other head sculpt that I'm like, could have did a little bit better than that. To me, this is the best looking head sculpt, but I'm also waiting to see what price is going on too. I think this is April 24th as far as pre-order, and I think She-Hulk is April 10th. But depending on price with this guy, and then what the heck, what I'm saying, just to do a test run, like, okay, let me see what this Hulk is about. I think I'm gonna fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Just off the strength that I'm a Hulk variant collector too. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be good to see what this guy is about. I think it's enough for me to fuck with him, man. But it's nothing new. This ain't nothing but just old Storm Collectibles shit right here. As far as technology on moving around. Hustle, I do feel like they held back on him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you hold back on Hulk? Like, really get fucking busy. Give us some new arms on that. You want to do it to the max, then do it to the max. And if it is Storm Collectibles price, then people wouldn't complain about it because they paying for Storm Collectibles. So he should have had more hand gestures. He should have had double jointed arms. And I just feel like they dropped the ball with the head sculpts, man. But all in all, it's getting critiqued so much because you put it on a caviar level. You know what I'm saying? As far as and not even really pricing, just boasting this line up. Chris, you right, man. Just like you said, the Hulk and Dragonfly combo equals dope picks. Yes, you are. Cap says pins in the legs, but the rest is pinless. Yeah. Film says, good stream, Savage. Good stream, Doc Savage. Good love for your dad. Appreciate you, man. And great night to you, to all y'all. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Let me see. Which we gonna end, at 12:30 tonight, fellas. Maybe before that. Because after I talk about this Hawk, we'll go through my big bad toy store loot, man. We'll kind of wind it on down, man. Yeah, but yeah, Hustle, I feel you like you holding back, man. Like what's really good? If y'all wasn't ready to do him and you feel like you could have went a little bit further with him, yo, you could have easily jumped over to Daredevil. You feel me? There's a bunch of characters they could have went to before they went to the Hulk. You know? Because I don't believe people are really thirsty for Hulk like that, even though Hulk's a popular character. WS said, and they made him slightly larger. Okay, so he's a little bit bigger buck. That's not bad, Swift. If he's 55 to 65, when they scream at maximum, I'm thinking there's a little bit more is gonna come into the bag. But it's kind of hard to where the fuck are they getting their prices from? Like, why is Spider-Man 50 and then Hulk will be 65? So I don't know. But the cheaper the Hulk can be, the better. I feel you on that too. More effects. Those rockets are cool. But I mean, they're not like, the way they did it, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. It should have had more ground, like that pound the ground shit he do when he start cracking the earth. She-Hulk can do it too. I said, I'm good with it, but they should have added more ground effects. Yes, sir. Max Hulk was confirmed at $60. $60, that's enough for me to give him a spin. You know what I'm saying? That's enough for me to give him a spin. Shit, he cost how much some Hulk started costing like $40 any damn way. But being that he has that upper torso, with that rubbery vibe, man, I'm gonna give him a spin just off the sake of just curiosity. Swift, I feel you. I will say though, big ups to them adding toe joints and some new version of butterfly joints. They did do some great upgrades with him that he could definitely use, man. Swift Shot says, I don't like the soft chest. I feel like the soft pants will constantly push the arms outward. John Battle says, the problem is not the head sculpt, it's the lack of neck articulation. It could put it on the Joes, they could put it on the Marvel Legends at the same cost for $25. Yeah, I feel you, man. And he might have been talking about She-Hulk from earlier. WS says they could have done Cap, or Black Panther, even though those guys have been beaten to the ground. But there's a bunch of figures you could have done, man. I just really wish they would have did some double jointed arms. I mean, I think that is the maximum Hulk. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't maximum. This is upgrade Hulk. Really, you know what I'm saying? That's what this is. This isn't to the fucking max. Now, I will say this with Spider-Man, as far as on Marvel Legends, and they have done him to the fucking max. You know what I'm saying? People didn't like the maximum price, but when I seen Jay Hernandez video, he said it rivals the Mayfax. You know what I'm saying? Got double ball neck joint. You know what I'm saying? I think he got a neck hinge, which people always ask to have together. The ab rocker, ab crunch. You know what I'm saying? All of the hands, multiple head sculpts. We're taking it to the fucking maximum. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means. Iconic Bludd. It is wishful thinking, man, but I would be down for that. Maximum Nightcrawler should exist. If they were doing a Maximum Nightcrawler, his current buck that he has now would not be even touched at all. And not saying that it's good. I'm talking about not use that at all. They would have to do a totally new buck with an ab rocker, ab crunch. Kind of almost like how they did Toad. I think Nightcrawler should be on that body with the ab rocker and ab crunch. Totally new stuff. Bendy wire tail. You know what I'm saying? But he's not popular enough to get that done. Yo, Cap, peace out, fam. Peace out. Appreciate you stopping by, family. All right. Oh, yeah, you right about that. Maximum Wolverine should have came before Maximum Hulk. Yeah. And like I said, I don't have a problem with Hulk being put out there. It's just like I don't feel like he's taken to the maximum. He's upgrade. He has some great upgrades. Toe hinge, vinyl chest like Storm Collectibles. And that's it. As far as his upgrades, other than that, same motherfucker. A couple of new different head sculpts, which I only feel 2 of them. So but like I said, for $60, I'll give him a spin. We'll see what's up. Hustle says all the pressure on Mezco Hulk right now. I forgot Mezco was coming out with a Hulk. I'm gonna have to get to Chris on that one. It says Maximum Nightcrawler would be an obvious cash grab since they just dropped a Nightcrawler with swords, and then they dropped an X-Men Nightcrawler last year. I can see where you're coming from on that, Swift. To be honest with you, they shouldn't even never drop that X-Force Nightcrawler, man. To be quite honest with you, they even with the Nightcrawler they dropped last year. For the X-Men 97, man, I just think he just needs a new buck. And he can get busy because he's so slim and small. He's kind of like almost a small buck Spider-Man. He can get down and crunch down, but he needs a new buck. He needs an ab rocker, ab crunch. He needs a bendy wire fucking tail. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't think Nightcrawler has enough going on for him to do a maximum, to be quite honest. What else are you going to add besides that? All he has here comes with his 2 swords. He's not a pistol shooter. He's not a killer either. He's a Christian. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, other than that, you can give him his robe that he comes with. But that we talking about Nightcrawler's more of a specialized character. Says Chris says shout out to that boy Sean, aka famous Alden Raising Kanan fan. Already know. Looks like we about to have a maximum unique. Yeah, man. I was watching that last night, Chris. And seeing that my boy famous like he got killed. He was doing too much. He shouldn't have been out there. Iconic says you'd be surprised how much of a cloth cape makes a difference on these legends. Damn near maximum to me. Yeah, nah, you're right. They do. If you got a cape character in the maximum series, you need a cloth cape with wire. That's why Mayfax wins so much. Like, be honest with you. That's why they win so much, because they go through and they have the best cloth capes and wire capes in the game. Mayfax can't be touched. Olu says, thought this was finally going to be my first Green Hawk until I seen the pins. Mm-hmm. I don't think they've done a Venomized Hawk, Bobby. I wouldn't mind seeing that. WS says should be 1 villain max per 1 hero. Yeah, definitely feel you on that. They still feeling their way through this shit, and then they just, I mean, I like, because I don't know. I mean, there's a couple of characters you can do to the maximum, but I think the main thing was for Spider-Man. You feel me? Invincible is a great watch, by the way, says Hustle. But yeah, let me pull this old Hawk down, man. And let's talk about the Big Bad Toy Store pile of loot. Max Doc Ock iconic would be dope. Let me go to media assets and pull this down. And we'll talk about my pile of loot, man. And then we'll call it a night. We'll definitely call it a night from there. But I haven't had a bunch of figures come through in a while. I still do my Big Bad Toy Store pile of loots. And if I was going to come on last week just to do it, but I didn't. I was just too tired, man. I couldn't do it. So I still got my pile of loot, came in. Then I picked up a few things off Amazon and from Ollie's. So if you guys don't know, right now on Amazon, this is $33. This is the Batman tumbler. The original price was $60. $33 all day. If you could buy 10, buy 10. I think I'm gonna buy me like 2 more. Really, like all the McFarlane Batmobiles are on sale right now because, of course, McFarlane lost the license. So I actually bought the Batman Forever Batmobile, which is not my favorite. Even the newest Batmobile, the Clooney joint, which I think is probably the best McFarlane Batmobile. This is the best one right here. But after that, that's on sale. That's like $74. That was $100 vehicle. It lights up and everything. But for $33, this is the best vehicle you can buy right now. Now, it's technically made for 7-inch figures, but 6-inch definitely can fit inside of this, and it doesn't look bad with 6-inch because this is basically a tank here. So I picked this up off Amazon for $33, man. So I'll probably go back and get me like 2 more, man. Get you 2 for the price of the one originally. Also, and speaking of Mayfax, in my Big Bad Toy Store pile of loot, I finally end up getting my man right here. This is the Mayfax 100 Michael Jordan. Dope ass fig. He's got the ones on. He comes with 3 different sets of Jordans. He comes with a set of 6s, and he comes with some Concords, which is the 11s, the patent leather Jordans. And then he got these ones here that he comes with. I really haven't had a chance to explore everything with him, but Big Bad Toy Store had him in stock. But y'all know me, I keep my pile of loots for 90 days. This was brought way back in like fucking December or January, and the pile of loot ended, like a week ago. So once that first figure that I put in that pile of loot ends, then I just shit everything I got currently in, and it ended up being quite a bit of little figures, man. But this Mayfax Michael Jordan is the truth. They got the white one, white Chicago outfit up there now. He's only like $100, but he doesn't come with the 3 different pairs of Jordans. So pretty dope figure, man. I actually really like this. I think his skin complexion could be a little bit darker, but soft goods looks pretty good on him. And as far as likeness, he looks pretty close to MJ, man. So definitely a figure if you got starting lineup figures and you're like a basketball guy, you can put this figure in the mix with your rest of your starting lineups. And he moves exceptionally well too. I mean, he's going to move like a Mayfax. You're going to get all that good Mayfax butter, smoothness. You get multiple hands. You see right now I got the pointing finger. Get 2 basketballs that peg into. So you're going to get everything that you need with this figure here. And as you can see on the back, kind of pretty much shows, all the different shoes. Right now he's got on the Concords. And then, he was definitely, I like him. And then at the end of the day, Michael Jordan doesn't give his likeness out to a lot of people. So I don't think Hasbro will be doing a Michael Jordan figure. So, for something like that, for Mayfax, something special. I'm a North Carolina guy. I'm a Michael Jordan guy. Matter of fact, that's crazy. today, like at the Lowe's joint, that's where my route was in Chapel Hill, like in UNC and shit. And if you're from North Carolina, or if you're not from North Carolina, Chapel Hill is basically a part of the RDU, which is the Raleigh Durham Triangle Metropolitan, and that town is basically that fucking college, you know what I'm saying? But it's basically still part of Durham and whatnot. So it's cool being up there today. But moving on, also picked me up another stinger. Stingers are going on sale now. They're getting cheaper. They're like $82 on Amazon, maybe a little bit cheaper than that. I don't think they got quite in the 70s yet. But this came from Big Bad Toy Store. Before they started going on sale. I think I got this back in like January or something. Just, grab me another stinger. And if they keep going on sale and getting really cheap, then I'm definitely will be picking up another stinger. But this will make my second stinger right here. And I'm gonna put me my gridiron shit on there, and we'll be good to go. Like the Cyclops armor, I'll definitely be doing that. And now we're gonna get also at Target this week. I found this. I haven't brought a Star Wars Black Series figure in a long time, but this is the IG-12 robot. And remember when what's this boy's name? Goku, not Goku. Goru. What the hell is his name? Baby Yoda. I'm just say Baby Yoda. When he crawled into that robot, that's what this is right here. And I always wanted this figure, but I damn sure wasn't paying $35. This is a $35 figure. Yeah, freaking right. But I caught it on sale at Target for $10. And what I'm gonna do, this will be my first experiment with Rit dye. I'm gonna dip this entire figure into Rit dye, and and just kind of play with it. I got some water slide stickers with Wu-Tang and Nirvana, and I'm kind of tag him up almost kind of like Chappie. Iconic. He says, can you swap the Jordan's kicks and put them on Storm Shadow? Nah, these Jordan kicks right here, I'm gonna specifically leave for Mayfax, so I paid a lot for this. So, like that starting lineup, that was the cool thing about the starting lineups at Ollie's. Like, and that's like I said, that's the cool thing about that Major Blood's gonna come out. Like, it's inexpensive to me. So if I fuck him up, then it's all good. But I can't fuck up these Mayfax kicks. And then plus they look good. They're just gonna be specifically for Jordan. But Storm Shadow and the Ninja Nikes. Chris says the knee sleeve he wore a lot during the Concord season, and that's what I told my wife. Window clean. That's what I told him. She said, did he always have that on? I was like, nah, not in his young years. I think that was kind of more when he was kind of like, on the way out the door. He was older. I remember him kind of wearing them braces and shit like that, man. But these Nikes right here, Chris, I got a white one that hasn't been released yet by Mayfax. The white, Jordan uniform. I'm gonna take these ones and put these ones on the white uniform. And that white uniform actually comes with the black and cherry red Concords, and I'm gonna put those on this, because even though the white and black Concords I didn't think looked right, and the sixes are good too. They're probably gonna end up coming out with an all black uniform of them too, and then I'll be good, on that. Because like I said, who's gonna make a Jordan figure and make one that's as good as this, like with soft goods, super articulated, Nikes on point, very highly detailed. The only thing I would say that they kind of messed up on his skin complexion. Jordan, dark nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not. They kind of got him more like of a milk chocolate. Jordan's dark, you know what I'm saying? So, other than that, he's good, man. Yeah, you said got those Darth Maul hologram figs for $10. Yeah. Hustle says gotta get Mayfax LeBron too. I don't know, man. Like I don't know if I like LeBron that much, and I fuck with LeBron. I fuck with LeBron heavy, but like Jordan, like it's almost like an automatic, man. Like you have to have Jordan, especially me, like and being from the same area, like specifically in North Carolina that he's from. Like we Jordan guys, you know what I'm saying? So, but I feel you though. I've seen LeBron, but I don't know. I might be passing on that one. Toyomics Display says, bro, you need to come to IshCon in May at Durham Convention Center. Great toy show. We can talk toys. I didn't know it was in Durham. You know, I might make that happen. I might, because in May I'll be calmed down a little bit. Right now, like when you asked me early, man, I'm just ripping and running 6 days a week, 7 days a week. You know, getting up every day at 3 in the morning. I don't have time to do shit. But by then, I should be leveled off. I should be leveled off. And like I said, this Lowe's thing, like I'm just working it now. But my plan is to get me some crews together, man. So I ain't got to be up there every day doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know me, I start from the ground up. Hell yeah, Chris. Those are my favorite Jordan sneaker sixes. I probably own about 10 or 11 pair of sixes, just in different colors. Gonzo, what's good with you, baby? Nut man, we just talking shop here, about to wind it down, man. Oh, okay. So let me go through the rest of my pile of loot. So the Star Wars shit there. And then I also when Big Bad Toy Store had Trigger, I finally picked me up a Trigger. This is one of the figures I meant to get, and just like you know, whatever, I'll get it. And you know, he got missing and blowback. I always want a blowback, but I think more Trigger, you know, just kind of looking at hindsight and looking at different picks people were doing with them. I ended up picking me up a Trigger, man. So looks good. He looks good. I always like Trigger, and I like blowback too. But you know, he probably do a reissue of blowback on this card, and I'll get it. You know, but yeah, no, Trigger looks good. Trigger looks good. These card backs sometimes though on this Action Force can be suspect. They be coming off the bubble, which I don't care. There are some ones I have on card that I keep, but I would it would suck. Like some of my I've got they're kind of like already coming off the bubble, but this one's actually pretty tough. But just if you're an in card collector of these, man. Jordan 8's best ever. Who said that? Hustle. What's that? That's the baseball Jordans, right? That's when he switched over to the baseball shoes. Another speaking of another card back, this was actually the first figure that I brought on the pile of loot. Was Secret Wars cap. Now, same as the 20th anniversary, same as 80th, whatever the anniversary caps was, is this. But he's pinless this time, and his color is more of a light blue. I'm a sucker for a Marvel Legends Captain America, and I had to get the Secret Wars. A lot of the card backs I double up on. Great card back, so I got two of these. This is pretty much the only one I was interested in. I was gonna get that Wolverine, but I ain't fucking with it. I'm good on that. And I was gonna get the Black Suit Spider-Man. Only one I probably would get is the Beyonder, because I actually have Secret Wars, the original comic series, in my comic chest. So I know this story through and through. One of my favorite covers, I believe it was Secret Wars 10, where Doctor Doom got the power of the Beyonder, and on the cover he's like and all his armor is like blown the fuck off because he can't handle it. You know how Doctor Doom, he got his hands on some shit he couldn't handle, and he got the Beyonder's power, and it just like it fucked him up. But that is one of my favorite comic book covers. I even had that cover put on a T-shirt of him just like where he's like on one knee and shit, and he's got all his armor blown off of him. All right, so, but yep, Secret Wars cap here looking pretty good. Oh, I also like the shattered shield on this. They have yet to give you just the perfect Captain America shield. This looks good, but it's shattered like fuck. So, but yeah, I actually like this, and I don't know. This is a great fucking package. This is a great card back package here, man. So this is good. Great to see Secret Wars cap. Let me take a look. Let's see what the chat is talking about. Oh yeah, WSS. That's why we need a new maximum cap for the butterfly shoulders. Yes, and he does it, and it's still a great cap. But of course, he would be even better. Yes, and you're right. Yeah, but yeah, because he Cap can have a lot of different hand gestures, a lot of different shields. Yeah, Cap does deserve a maximum, and I'm pretty sure he's going to get one. And they do need to do butterfly joints on him. Chris says, "Suspect ain't the word." G, yeah, you talking about those Valaverse bubble joints? Yeah, like there's some I've had. I was going to open up, probably because like I said, oh yeah. When I brought this latest wave, there was some I'll open up and the damn bubble it was already kind of off the motherfucker, man. So I will watch out for that if you guys are interested in those card back Valaverses. WS says, yeah, that's one of my top 3 covers. They had the Secret Wars cover shirts on Hot Topic. Yep. I actually got mine's heat, transferred and heat screen printed and shit on there. But that is one of the dopest. I might wear it one night. It's a cutoff shirt, like sleeve cutoff, but I got that image because it's just such a fucking dope image of him like just all blown off like that and shit. Chris again, he said the new cards are horrible. Yeah, man, because I've came across and I said it because I did not to shit on them, but I've came across multiple cards like that out of these latest waves, where that bubble, if it wasn't like about to come all the way off, it was like a quarter of it was off. You know what I'm saying? Which with a bubble clamshell, like you be talking pure shit about Hasbro if they this bubble's off, but this bubble's nice, sealed and tight. And I'm surprised it wasn't like that for Trigger, but he's good. But see, these bubbles aren't locked in like this Marvel card is. It's locked. The Marvel card is locked in between 2 pieces of cardboard. This is more like glued on. I think the glue is not adhesiving. If that's a word, adhesiving. Paul, what's going on with you, man? Happy Saturday, fam. Steve-O, I got plans for the Gucci girls. I haven't abandoned that story. I know sometimes that happens with me. The story will get cut off. I'm going to finish Dragonfly down. I just ain't had no time. But I'm going to finish it. Because as you can see, I don't really do review videos like that anymore. But that is on my mind. But what I'm going to do is, when it's time for story time and shit like that, I'm gonna do the new AI shit, man. So it's nothing for me to do it. I just ain't had no damn time, brother. And I'm gonna finish off that story, man. But we definitely will have some AI action going on this time around with it. WS says Bobby might have got a bad shipment. He did a big loose sale a few weeks ago on Valaverse. I can see that happening. Hustle says, what happened with Valaverse? Couple of guys quit on the line. I don't know, because they have like a cult following and shit, like James Earl Jones and Conan. Come to me, my child. I was struggling for a word to say, and Hustle, when that just came out. The glue's not adhesiving. Yeah, man. You know I'm fucking tired, man. He said, put that on a shirt and I'll buy it. Okay, so what's left? We got 2 figures left for me to show you guys because I've went through everything. A lot of people haven't got this yet, but I've had this figure for like a month. The new Cyclops. Of course, this came from Big Bad Toy Store. Pre-orders sold out, but for some odd reason, I got mine a month ago. And I am a Cyclops, I guess not necessarily a Cyclops variant collector, but I do like a nice, I do have a nice collection of Cyclops. And this is a Cyclops that I needed the X Factor. I definitely will be hunting down the Gene. That was another letdown on that Marvel Legends live stream. You're like, okay, now ready for the X-Men retro card. And I'm like, oh hell yeah, they about to show it a retro X Factor Beast human, and I think when he was at X Factor, I think he was back in his human form, and he had a coverall suit like how Cyclops had on. And then they hit you with that fucking Weapon X, which was cool. And then I can't even remember what the fuck else they showed. That's how, like, oh, Mystique. Yeah. But man, look, we good on Mystique right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to complete this. You got Jean coming. Okay, we need Beast. And then I think Archangel was back with them when they did X Factor. But got this. Can't wait to open it up, man. It's on the Vulcan Buck, which looks great. It's got that new big blast piece and another great Cyclops to go on my Cyclops collection, man. And last but not least, I brought these back in January. I came across a little piece of money. If you know, you know. And I wanted to jump on these before they got gone. I'm gonna jump on some more if I can. That's why when I was looking at Woody, I was like, God damn, when they first came out, 10, that's amazing because you have to buy this in a double pack. But I finally got my hands on some more Twilight Guards. I know you can barely see them in there, but got my hands on some Twilight Guards, man. I picked up 4 more of these guys, so now I have 5 total. I wouldn't mind having 10 Twilight Guards. They're an elite group. I don't see myself having 20, 30, even though I would love to have them, especially if they got sitting on. I'd buy them. I'd try to army build the shit out of them. But where they're at right now, I would be good with 10. And just buy 10, that's spending $500 on this pack. This pack is $55 basically. So, but I got me some more Twilight Guards, man. And I was glad to get that, because I actually really, really like this figure. It's one of my favorite classifieds. He's in the top 10. I might do my top 10 favorite classifieds. I kind of did like a top 5 best classifieds, but that was just trying to be generally speaking because of face sculpts. But just personally, not everybody has a face sculpt in classified, like this guy. They are so dark and muted out. You can barely see them, but we all know what it is. Twilight Guard. So picked up some more of those, man. And that's pretty much my haul, man. Y'all know I don't really pull in too much lately. But that's the most stuff I've gotten in a minute, of course. With the pile of loot, man. But we are at 12:30. That worked out freaking perfect, man. I'm glad you guys came out. Like I said, when I get missing, y'all know I'm either after some money or some shit going on. So I wanted to come on last week, but I was just fucking dog tired. I was like, man, I'm taking my ass to bed because last Saturday I didn't get home until 8:00. One of them days, once again, I got up at 3, worked, the whole load with my guy, and then a customer had called and we forgot to hook the steamer line up to the wash machine. That's another thing with that contract with Lowe's. You get claims and shit like that. So luckily the job we did that day was in Fayetteville. It was from a couple of days ago. So I was coming back home to Fayetteville anyway, up in Anderson Creek, a place that's north of Fayetteville, kind of northern suburbs, and went through there, fixed that, So by the time I got home, it was 8-something. Then I had to go pick my car up. So I just got the Challenger back on the road. I parked the truck in Raleigh now and just kind of commute back and forth in my car, to save on gas. So I had to go pick that up from the tire shop. So I didn't get in the house till 9:00, 9:30. And I was still going to come on for y'all motherfuckers. I was like, man, I motherfucking hit that damn couch. I was like, yo, I'm done. I was like, I ain't even gonna put a fucking message up. Them niggas know I'm look, I'll be back. So that's what's been going on, man. I've been going at it, man, and I'm blessed. I'm happy. I'm happy to be working. I'm happy to be going at it. I'm glad God worked in my favor. So I started, because I wouldn't be doing this contract if I would have came in with guys I hired, off of just pulling guys in, off Indeed or Craigslist or whatnot, and just did not work out. And I got this all-star man who can just do it all and want to work too. That's the only reason I worked every day. He's like, man, you want to work every day? Let's do it. If we do that, I'll leave this guy, and I know when you say that, like, be careful, he could leave you too. But one, he wouldn't get paid right. And after a couple of months of doing this, which I've already made my money back, that I invested in time into this fucking contract, but now I'm about to start playing with the house's money anyway. So that's where you always want to be, man. But I'm blessed. I feel things are gonna work out. I feel things are finally gonna bounce my way. I've been on here on this internet. Y'all seen all my struggles I talked about with this box trucking company, man. And I think this year is my year. And it won't stop from there for me to finally come on and get it all together and have everything pumping at one time, man. So thankful for God for that, man, and just putting favor in my corner, man, and giving me strength on that. But I want to pray for you guys, man. I'll be helping my dad move tomorrow, but I'll still be praying. I won't be going to church or anything like that, but I always pray for you guys. I always think about different people that watch the channel, man. I hope you guys are covered throughout the week, man, and in the blood, man. I hope you guys are protected. I hope a hedge line is around your house when you leave and go for work. Keep a murderer, thief, robber. I know sometimes you feel like that can't happen to you, but things happen in this world. You never know, but it's always good to stay prayed up. It's always good to stay protected. Because God can work things out. God can keep you safe. I know sometimes people wish for a pile of loot, but God might grant it you, but you're not sick in the hospital, like how my dad is. What's the fucking point of having a whole bunch of money? You sick, you can have $1 million in the bank and be dead tomorrow. What the fuck is that? So, but with that being said, man, God bless you all. Thank all you guys for coming out, man. Like I said, I'll be praying for you. We're gonna get back at it next week. I appreciate that. So yeah, as long as you gets paid right and treated right, they won't leave. And that's what I've been paying them. Make sure I pay with people's money, which I've never been I've always been a man of integrity, man. I ain't gonna never shit you. Even when I was in the damn street, if I say I was gonna do something for you, I'm gonna do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care. I've been out of money. I've never been personally robbed, but niggas ran off for some shit. You know what I'm saying? It is good. It is what it is. I know what I've done. You know what I'm saying? I know I said I was gonna do what I was gonna do, man. And even though when you be in situations like that, it's always good to have integrity, man. No matter what's going on, brother. But appreciate you on that. Hey, and with that being said, y'all guys have a great week, man. I'll be getting with you. God bless. Peace, man. Y'all stay safe out there this week.
Go on, get out of here! Who needs ya?